Welcome back. If you've just joined us, you're watching the news at 10 on Channels Television, coming to you live from Lagos. A reminder of our top stories. President Jonathan launches third phase of You-Win program in Abuja. Finance Minister says the government has made significant progress with You-Win, insists more jobs have been created in the last 2 years. Supreme Court to decide the true winner of the Kogi governorship election sets aside next year for judgment. And European Union make new sanctions on Iran as part of nuclear deal with world powers. Well, a quick reminder to you out there that all our top stories are on our website, channelstv.com, and on youtube.com/channelsweb. To get us on the move, visit m.channelstv.com to view us live on your mobile device. You can also download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS and Windows phones from their respective stores. But don't stop there. Be part of the news. Interact with Channel's Eyewitness feature on our Android and Windows 8 platforms. Now, if you have a picture or video to share with us, all you need to do is download the Channels TV Android app on your device. Swipe to reveal the Eyewitness menu and follow the instructions to share your reports, your pictures and videos. Well, as the year draws to an end, care has been the key word for safety this period. Now, the picture we're about to see is that of a tanker accident which occurred in Ikire, Osun State, Nigeria's southwest region. That's just one of the pictures that was posted to our Eyewitness platform. That's a citizen journalism feature on our online medium. The tanker, apparently carrying crates of drinks, fell on a major road, causing vehicular traffic, but no deaths or injuries were reported from this particular mishap. Now, you too can be part of what you can see, what's happening in the news and the gathering process by sending videos or pictures of events and happenings around you. It's time for governments to do away with lip service and show more concern for the campaign to stop violence against women. This was the view of a victim of domestic abuse, Leila Matthew Daniel, who explained that violence in the home can become generational if nothing is done to address it. Our correspondent Loretta Chogo reports.
After 39 years of their assassination for their voice against dictatorship in Dominican Republic, against Lieutenant General Rafael Trujillo, the dictator, the three Mirabal sisters received recognition by the United Nations General Assembly, who designated November 25, the same day they were killed, as the International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women. Since then, the world has not stopped witnessing the brutal killing of women, especially through domestic violence. One woman who wouldn't stop talking about this hydra-headed issue is Lila St. Matthew Daniel.
From the perspective of a person who
she had been a victim of domestic violence for 15 years in marriage, and since her husband's demise in 2006, her life is dedicated to helping other marriages at the brink of breakup.
God has said that, the man should love his wife. You understand? And in return, she should respect and be humble. It works pari passu. People take that, be submissive to be first. You cannot submit to something you don't respect.
Lila says at all times, the children between the couple are the worst hit.
I watched violence when I was young between my mother and my dad, and without realizing it, I got caught into it. That's why I say, be careful, it can be intergenerational.
Her NGO has received about 90 marital complaints over domestic violence from women between January and October 2013. She cites low self-esteem as the major reason a man would hit a woman.
We use therapy. A lot of men now are realizing that it's nothing to be ashamed of if they really want their marriage to work. It's not their fault. It's a function of their upbringing, their foundation.
And words for women.
When you get that first slap, that is the time to react. That first slap. that is the time to quickly ask for assistance, because for him to break that, there's always a boundary that you shouldn't cross. But again, we tell the women that your mouth too, zip it.
As the world marks the International Day of the Elimination of Violence Against Women, Lila wants more proactive drive by the government in enacting laws that would ensure women and girls are safer among their counterparts and partners. Loretta Chiogo, Channels Television News.
Now, in the meantime, some groups have taken up the challenge of curbing the frequent abuse of women. For them, there's the need to enforce existing laws on the issue. Our judiciary correspondent, Shola Shoyele, reports.
The United Nations General Assembly in 1999 set aside November 25th as the International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women, basically to raise awareness against acts that cut across all strata of the society, across ages, cultures, and countries. One of the groups at the forefront of the campaign for the elimination of violence against women is Zonta International Club of Lagos. In collaboration with the Women Arise for Change initiative, they hosted this crowd of women. Women Arise! Relevant partners in government, the media, and others to this interactive forum, which had the theme Say No to Violence Against Women, a call to action.
It is doing our economy a great disservice, and we know that women are the ones in the informal sector who are keeping this economy alive and making sure that we eat. The fundamental problem we have is that women and girls are seen by the culture and by the religion, the dominant religion and the cultural understanding, to be symbols of the dignity of men and boys, not people in their own rights.
Clearly, there is need for action. The president of the Women Arise for Change initiative, Dr. Joe Keodumakin, reeled out some very depressing facts and concludes that eliminating violence against women requires the collaborative efforts of all.
The essence of this program is for us to realize that violence is real, is true, is killing, is maiming, is ostracizing, is putting a lot of our lives in jeopardy. We can never afford to keep silent.
Perhaps what's left to be said is get involved in your own corner of the world. Speak up and speak out. Stop the violence against women and girls. Join a group and show support and care for victims who have been violated. There's something you can do. Shola Shoyele, Channels Television News.
Well, let's shift focus now from activism and women and take a look at some politics. Despite the earlier position by its candidate in the Anambra governorship election, the People's Democratic Party says it will be participating in the November 30th supplementary poll in the state. Announcing this development at the national headquarters of the PDP in Abuja, the party's National Publicity Secretary, Olisa Metu, said he believes Mr. Tony Woye may have spoken too soon, but the party is confident that he remains a loyal party member. Well, an Abuja Chief Magistrate Court has ordered that an official of the Independent National Electoral Commission for Idemili North Local Government Area in Anambra State, Mr. Chukwujuku Okeke, should be remanded in police custody till December the 2nd. Now, the Chief Magistrate, Mr. Usman Shuaibu, gave the order after the accused was arraigned on a one-count charge of dereliction of duty, contrary to Section 123 of the Electoral Act 2010. The duration of his custody is to enable the police complete investigations into the matter and to also consider his bail application. Earlier, the prosecutor, Mr. Stanley Nwodo, said that on November the 16th, the accused unlawfully breached his official duties at Idemili, where he was deployed. The prosecutor informed the court that the accused deliberately withheld electoral materials designed for the elections, thereby breaching electoral rules. He also prayed the court to give the police 14 days to enable its complete investigations into the matter. But counsel to the accused, Mr. Daniel Nwobodo, applied for bail for his client. explaining that Mr. Okeke was a senior civil servant and a responsible family man who would not jump bail. In other matters, the Kogi State Governor Idris Wada and his challenger in the 2011 governorship election, Mr. Jibrin Issa, will on February the 21st, 2014, know the authentic candidate of the People's Democratic Party in the poll. The Supreme Court fixed that date to give final judgment in the fierce legal battle, which Mr. Issa, a governorship aspirant, is seeking a court order to nullify the nomination of Governor Wada and declare him the governor of the state. Justice Mahmood Mohammed gave the date after parties in the suit had adopted their final briefs of arguments. Adopting his brief for Governor Wada, Chief Chris Uche submitted that the appellant, based on Section 141 of the Electoral Act 2010, could not be declared governor by virtue of his failure to participate in the December 3rd, 2011 governorship election. Now, however, in this argument seeking nullification of Governor Wada's election, counsel to Jibrin Issa, Chief Wale Olanikbekun, said that the election cannot stand in law because it was conducted against the judgment of a Supreme Court. Mr. Issa had lost both at the Federal High Court and the Court of Appeal, which separately dismissed his suit on the ground that they lacked jurisdiction to entertain a concluded election matter. Now, when the news at 10 returns, all the local and international business news will be up when we return.